You know, in the world of online business, it's so easy to get caught up selling products that feel, well, kind of disposable. But what if you could build a business around something that's really emotional, something people don't just use, but treasure for a lifetime? We are talking about personalized children's books. And today, we're going to break down exactly how this business can be a multi-million-dollar idea. Let's get right into it.
Okay, so $8 million. I know, that number seems absolutely insane. And to be fair, it is an outlier. But the point isn't that you're going to make $8 million tomorrow. The point is what this number proves. It shows that the potential for this business model is massive. It validates that people are willing to pay a lot for these kinds of products.
So how is that even possible? Well, here's the secret. The most successful shops, they get one fundamental thing right. They know they're not really selling books. They're selling keepsakes. And that reframe changes everything. Parents aren't just paying for paper and ink, they're paying a premium for that feeling, for that experience that makes their child feel like the star of the story.
Which really brings us to the big question, right? How can a simple book command such a high price? Well, that's what we're here to do. We're going to deconstruct the whole model, look at the tools that make it possible today, and, this is the most important part, get real about what it actually takes to run one of these shops.
All right, so first, let's talk about the core concept here. I want you to get any image you have of a garage packed with boxes of unsold books out of your head. Forget daily runs to the post office. This whole thing is built on a print-on-demand model, but it's got a special twist that really makes it all work.
Now, if you're not familiar with it, print-on-demand, or POD, is actually a super simple idea. You just create a digital file, in this case, your book. Then, only when a customer actually buys it, a partner company prints that one single book and ships it straight to them. That means no inventory for you, no huge upfront costs, and basically no risk. You're the designer, not a warehouse manager.
And this is where it gets really interesting. Just look at the price difference. A normal kid's book off the shelf, maybe $10. But a personalized one, we're talking $45 easily, and sometimes way up over $200. How? Because you've completely removed yourself from the race to the bottom on price. You're not selling a cheap commodity. You're selling a priceless experience, an heirloom.
So how do you actually build a shop that can justify that kind of price tag? It's not magic. All the successful ones are built on what I call the 3 pillars of value. And let me be clear, you need all 3. If you're missing even one, the whole structure just kind of crumbles. So, pillar number 1 is personalization. That's the secret sauce, right? It's the magic that makes a kid's eyes go wide when they see their own name in a real storybook. Number 2 is premium quality. The book has to feel special. We're talking a sturdy hardcover, thick, quality paper. It can't feel cheap. And pillar 3 is keepsake branding. Your photos, your product descriptions, everything about your shop has to scream, this is a memory to cherish forever, not just, here's a book for story time.
Now, you might be thinking, this sounds great, but I'm not a writer and I definitely can't draw. And you know what? A few years ago, that would have been a deal breaker. You'd have had to hire expensive freelancers. But this is where AI tools have become a total game changer. They act as your creative assistant, making this whole thing way faster, cheaper, and accessible to pretty much anyone.
Just look at this comparison. It's night and day, really. The old way was a closed club. You needed thousands of dollars and months of time. The new way, well, it puts you in the driver's seat. You're not just managing people anymore. You're the creative director, guiding the AI to get exactly what you want in just hours, not months.
Okay, let's get into the nitty-gritty. First, you'll use something like ChatGPT to write the story. The key is to tell it to leave placeholders, like child's name, everywhere the name should go. Then, for the art, consistency is everything. You'll use an image generator to create your main character, and then use that character as a reference for all the other images so it looks the same on every page. And finally, and this is a pro tip that'll save you so much trouble, you have to tell the AI to leave empty space in the pictures. You know, a clear bit of sky, a blank wall, some clean area where you can actually put your text.
Okay, so you've done the creative work. You've got a folder on your computer full of beautiful illustrations and your story text. Now what? How does all that digital stuff turn into a real, physical book that people can actually buy? Let's walk through that workflow.
It's really like a digital assembly line. First, you take all your assets, your images, and you upload them to a POD platform like Gelato. You'll pick a nice, premium format like a hardcover. Then, you move into the design phase. You drag and drop one image onto each page, and then you type your story text right over those empty spaces you planned for.
Finally, you connect the platform to your Etsy shop and hit publish. And boom, it automatically creates the listing ready for customers to find.
So at this point, this probably sounds amazing, maybe a little too easy. And that's why we need to just hit the brakes for a second and have a very critical reality check. I really can't stress this enough. If you are looking for a set it and forget it business, this is not it.
This sentence right here is probably the most important thing to understand about this entire business model. Seriously, let that sink in. Because every single book is custom, you are providing a service every single time you make a sale. You're not just selling a static product off a digital shelf.
So what does providing a service actually mean? Well, let's put a number on it. It means that for every single order you get, you're going to have to spend about 10 minutes of your own time manually working on it before it can be printed. Now, that doesn't sound like a lot, but do the math. You get 20 orders in one day? That's over 3 hours of hands-on work.
So let's just be crystal clear about the reality here. This is an active business. You have to be involved. And yeah, AI is a powerful tool, but it's not a magic button. You still need to have good taste and the patience to get it right. And in a crowded market, quality is everything. A rushed design is guaranteed to fail. But most importantly, you have to remember that every sale means you have to roll up your sleeves and do the work.
So what are you actually doing in those 10 minutes? Okay, picture it. An order comes in for a little girl named Sarah. You have to open your master design file. Go to page 1, find the placeholder, and type in Sarah. Go to page 2, type Sarah, all the way through the book. Then you copy the personal dedication message from the family and paste it onto the dedication page. And then you have to proofread the entire thing one last time for typos before you can finally hit the Submit to Printer button.
So really, it all comes down to this one question that only you can answer for yourself. When you heard me describe that manual fulfillment process, did you think, oh, what a chore? Or did you think, wow, that's kind of cool, I get to make something special for someone? Are you a creator who actually enjoys being part of the process? Or are you really just looking for passive income? Your gut reaction to that question, that's your answer. And it will tell you everything you need to know about whether this beautiful but demanding business is right for you.